So how do we let go? We all know we should do it. Our friends tell us we should let go. I've got to let this go. I should let this go. Why aren't I over this by now? I'm sure we all know that experience. Yet somehow it just seems to hang around. However many times we tell ourselves we should let go, or however many times someone else tells us we should let go, here it is, it's still here. The Sedona Method is the letting go method. So how does it work? How can we let go of these really stuck, unpleasant things that we know make no sense to hold on, but doing it anyway? So there's a trick to letting go, and it's allowing ourselves to hold on, or just allowing ourselves to welcome. And if welcome's too much, we just say, can we just acknowledge, notice, or allow whatever's here? And even that's a step-by-step process. And the first step is just that, just to acknowledge whatever's here, whatever's in our experience, pictures, sounds, sensations, whatever it is. Not doing anything with it, not trying to get rid of it, just being present with it. And once we've done that, we might notice that we have an agenda with whatever we're experiencing it. We decide it shouldn't be here, it should be here, we should hold on to it, we should push it away. We might have lots of judgments about it, lots of stories and conclusions. So this next layer is just noticing, acknowledging, allowing ourselves to experience the agenda we have with whatever our emotions are, whatever the stories we're telling ourselves. It's like, and most of the time, there's a push-pull there. It's like, I am angry, but I shouldn't feel angry. I am sad, but I shouldn't feel sad. I'm still feeling something about a person. I should have got over it by now. So there's usually a little polarity in there. So we just notice all of that. And we don't have to do anything with it at this stage. We're just acknowledging it. And the third stage is that we just allow ourselves to feel like it's personal, that it's about us, that it's been done to us, that it belongs to us. And also that's things like, oh, this always happens to me, or this other person always does these kind of things. So, and sometimes it feels like something's especially difficult for you to deal with. And again, that's the personal aspect. So we just welcome that. We don't have to do anything with or about it. And only after we've done that process do we ask ourselves, could I let that go? And could I let that go is a very open question. It's not a, you should let that go. And often you think, oh, yes, I could actually. Yes, I could let it go. In which case you just follow that natural process of dissolving, unwinding, releasing, and just getting softer and more open with whatever it is. And then we ask, would you let that go? And it's just to facilitate the process. And the final question is when. So once we've realized it's possible, the other two questions are quite easy. Now, if when you ask yourself, or I ask you, could you let that go? You just think, no, what a stupid question. Then you hold on and allow yourself to hold on as long as you want to or need to, and hold on as tightly as you want to or need to. Like the whole principle of the Sedona Method, all is welcome here. And then as you allow yourself to hold on, and then you can repeat that process, you just find things start to loosen up, because so much of an emotional experience that makes it uncomfortable is the resistance to it, the idea that it shouldn't be there for some reason, and the polarity as well. So that was a real race through the Sedona Method, just because this is a recording. If you want to actually do the process, then do listen to some of my releasing videos where I just take you through that process, and it's a little slower so you can actually do it. So that's just an introduction. The point being is that to let go of something, you first really need to Allow it to be here. Just welcome it into experience as best you can, and then that will start the loosening process, and after that the letting go is much easier. So I hope that helped, and thank you for your attention.